Hello everyone, my name is Laura Milligan and today is Thursday. I am doing a Facebook Live every day this week to highlight some of my favorite things in our new mini catalog and our celebration brochure. Both of those kicked off on Tuesday, and there are so many wonderful things. I thought I would just do a Facebook Live every day this week. So if you are there today, give me a shout out, say hi, let me know where you're from. If you're watching the replay, leave that in a comment, because what I do every week when I go live, the projects that I make are given to my viewers, those watching my Facebook Live. So all you have to do is make a comment, let me know you're there and that you're watching, or share my live, and you'll be entered into the drawing to win the projects. And this week I've been making a lot of projects, so be sure to tune in on Monday when I'll be giving them all away. I will let you know who the lucky recipients are. So if you are there, give me a shout out. Let me just make sure. There's always a little bit of a delay, but if you're there, give me a shout out, say hi, let me know where you're from, and thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. Okay, there we go. There's Marcia. Hi, Marcia. Tanae. Myra. Hi, Myra. So I'm going to go ahead and switch my phone over so that you can see my hands and what I'll be making today. So I want to start by first showing you everything that I've made this week. So I made this on Monday. This is a beautiful bundle, Autumn Harvest bundle. I've already had a lot of people order this. It is this whole suite. It is gorgeous. And on Tuesday, I highlighted the cute Penguin Place suite of products, and it's a punch, and you can get free designer paper with Celebration with a qualifying order that actually punches. You can punch the penguin right out. Okay, so we have people from New York and Tennessee. Hey everybody. Hi Tennessee Grant. Oh, Marcia, you're lucky. Marcia gets to hold a sleeping baby. And then this was the card that I made yesterday. This used the pretty pumpkins, and I used this beautiful paper that you can get free with a qualifying celebration order, which is just $50 in product. So I'm going to switch gears today. First, I want to do a quick reminder of my Peaceful Cabin class to go. I talked about it yesterday, and I will say, and I know I said this yesterday, I sound like a broken record, but this is one of the most beautiful classes that I think Sherry and I have ever made. The products are, I don't think you could make an ugly card with these, but I feel like our projects are just strikingly beautiful. They're at a level that anyone could do them because we make a video for each project and walk you through. You can stamp right along with us. So I will add a link. You can see more details if you look at my Facebook Live from yesterday. Just scroll down and you can find all the details, but really don't miss this class. It is one that I know you will just love. All right, so today my projects feature the Peaceful Deer stamp set and the coordinating punch, and it's the Deer Builder punch. That is found in our new mini catalog on page 26. There's some trees, snowflakes. This is cute. Wishing you a wonderful year and friendships dear. It's a seasonal. There are some Christmas greetings, but really from all of us, you could use that year round. And really wishing you a wonderful year and friendships dear. So cute. Let's celebrate, of course, could be used anytime. And so with Celebration, so that bundle is $36. And if you buy these together, you save 10%. That's the way to do it. If you kick your order up to $50, you can get the Peaceful Prints 12 by 12 designer paper that coordinates with all of this. So let me show you. I have just a little, this paper is 12 by 12, but let me just show you a little 6 by 6 sampling of it, because it's always so much better when you see it in person. There's some greens. Love the deer. Cute. I'm going to use this one today with the cute little trees. They're like buffalo check, polka dot, a cute plaid, a stripe, and then there's some other, this is like a woodsy, like a tree almost. Here's some small deer, So it's really cute paper, and you can get it free with a qualifying order. And one of the things that I love about it is that you can use your punch, your deer punch, and punch out deers right from the designer paper. So that is called the Peaceful Prince. It is free with a qualifying celebration order. All right, so let's get started on our project. Okay. All right, so for my first card, let me just pull out my little packet here. I am going to stamp the deer. And let me find just a little scrap of paper. I have some vellum I'm going to use as well. I'm going to stamp my deer with real red ink. I know, Marcia, don't you just love it? Debbie, I know. Everybody, well, so everybody's still talking about that pumpkin card. It was really fun. And I think that sparkly paper just kicked it up a little bit. So, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and stamp. And this is photopolymer, so you know when I use photopolymer, you want to stamp on something that gives, something foamy. And so I'm going to just give this a good press. And it's so cute. It says, "Oh, what fun." So I'm going to go ahead and take my punch, and you want to stamp first so that you can line this up perfectly, just like that. Okay. And then I'm going to take just a little scrap of black and punch out the antlers, because I'll use those on my card today too. So there are antlers. So we'll build a reindeer. Okay. Then I have just a little strip of the basic white cardstock, and I'm going to put my red ink away so I don't get it where I don't want it to be. And this says it's the best time of the year. I love Christmas. It is the best time of the year. I'm going to use my Tuxedo Black Memento ink, and I know I mentioned the other day that I've been mounting my word stamps diagonally on my clear blocks because I don't know, for some reason I feel like I can see better, and for some reason I have better luck getting my images straight, and that looks pretty good. So you should try that. I think that works. Hi Paula, how are you? Oh, Paula's struggling with her, aw. Hopefully it'll kick in a minute, Paula. Okay, so I am then going to take my card base. That's all the stamping and punching that I need to do. I'm going to slide this aside for a minute and just put my card together. So this is a thick basic white cardstock, and I always like to score it rather than just fold it. It just gets a nice clean score line there. Then I'm going to take a piece of designer paper, and this is right from that celebration pack called Peaceful Prince. I think this is so cute. I love these buffalo check trees. Here's what the other side looks like. So I'm going to attach this with my Tombow glue. So have you all enjoyed these Facebook Lives every day? It's been fun for me. I love checking in with you every day. Okay, so we'll just put that in place. And then I'm going to put a panel of vellum. And what I will do then is just cover this, or just attach my words and then also my reindeer. So what I want to do, I want to be strategic about where I'm putting my adhesive, because I want it to be covered up by these images. I don't want to put adhesive up here and have it show through. So I'm going to just kind of put my finger in place there. And really with this vellum, you don't need to use a lot of adhesive, but I want to cover this up. So I'm just going to hold that there a minute. Whoop. Okay, so that's going to go, and see how that deer will just cover up that little blob of glue. So I will assemble her. I'm going attach her antlers. I will just use some glue dots for that. I guess it's not a she. I don't know. Do female deers have antlers? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't think they do. Do they, Sandra?
I don't think so.
Sandra doesn't think so. She knows about these things, so I believe you. I believe you, Sandra. All right, so I'm going to just attach my antlers. So I'll put one there on that side, and then the other one over here. Just tuck those behind. Isn't that cute? Okay, and then I'm going to pop her up, or him, I'm sorry. I should just say pop the deer up. I don't know, maybe it's... I have 4 daughters, so I just naturally say her or she, but okay, so that's going to go on there. And then I am going to, you know what, this looks crooked. Let me see if I can turn this a little bit. I don't think the glue is set yet. Okay, there, that's better. And then I'm just going to attach my words right there. And it's going to overlap that a titch. So I'll go ahead and use my Tombow glue. Okay, Myra says girls don't have antlers. Now I know. See, you didn't know you were going to get a, it's like biology class today, right? Along with your stamping ideas. Okay, it's the best time of the year. Now, if you wanted to, you could lift this up and just put a little dab of glue under there, but it's not going to go anywhere. It's secured in the middle, and really the weight of this, of the word panel, kind of keeps that down. All right, then I'm going to take this beautiful ribbon. I used this when I made my penguin cards. I love this ribbon, and I know a lot of you do as well. It's just called Black and White. It's a gingham. It's a nice soft ribbon. Easy to tie bows with. So I'm going to just tie a little bow, and I'm just going to tuck this right at the side. I'm going to snip this off with my paper snips. And I'm just going to tuck that right there. I think I need to make it a teeny bit smaller because I don't want it to cover up my words. It's just going to be a tiny little bow. Isn't that sweet? Okay, so I'll find a glue dot and I will attach that just right there like that. Just quick, simple card, and but also so cute. And then to finish it up, I'll add some embellishments. And what I used for this was the Subtle Shimmer Sequins. If you sign up for my Peaceful Cabin class, you'll actually get a whole container of these. And I'm just going to put a couple sequins here. I'm just going to add a little dab of glue, and then I think I'll put one up here as well. And so what I like to do with these sequins is to use my Take Your Pick tool and the putty end, and I'm just going to use this to carefully pick up a sequin, and then hopefully I can just set it in place without getting glue all over my fingers. Whoops. Okay, there's one, and then I have 2 more dots, and you can, these are different sizes, and there are silver and also white, so I'm just going to do a couple of each. So there's a silver one. Yes, Marcia, you definitely want to do the Peaceful Cabin class. I think everyone should do it. I think if you don't, you'll be sorry. So I will add you to my list, my friend. Thank you. Okay. So there is that card. I just added a little bit of embellishment, and super quick, super easy. Anytime you have a punch, it's always, you always know it's going to be a little bit quicker card to assemble. But what do you think? Give me some hearts, show me some love. What do you think about the deer? So I have one other card I'm going to make today with this deer, and it's pretty cool. I think you'll like it as well. So first of all, what I need to do is clean off my stamp. So I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Chamois, which obviously is very well loved. I cut mine in half and I just kept it in this little case. But my next card, I'm going to be using the same stamp with Sahara Sand ink. So I need to be sure to get all the Real Red ink off of there. So thanks everybody. I appreciate the good feedback and the hearts. Okay. All right. So that's all cleaned off. This is actually like a pale purple color, but the more you use it, actually the first time you use it, it's going to get stained up, but it is just a really quick, convenient way to clean your stamps. Okay, my next card, need to find where I put my packet. Okay, this is a fun one. So here's my packet, and what I'm going to do is start with a quarter sheet. And by quarter sheet, I mean 4 by 5 1/4. Thank you, Joyce. Thanks, Debbie. Thank you, Lisa. Glad you love the card. It was fun and easy to make. And that's always my favorite kind of card. All right, so what I did for this next card is I wanted to create a soft background, and I actually got this idea from my Canadian demonstrator friend, Sherry Roth. She and I partner together every month to do our classes to go, and she had made her, actually my card looks nothing like hers, but she did use the deer as a background to add some texture to this plain white panel. So what I'm going to do is just attach these. I've already punched just to save a little time, 5 of these. And so I'm just going to start and scatter them across this panel of white. There, just going to hold them down, and I'm not worried about them hanging over the edge right now because I will fix that, but I just want to kind of scatter them. Hi Wendy, how are you? All right, so I'm going to do this, put this about here. There's really no right or wrong. You just want to fill in the background. You want to just fill in this whole panel. I'm going to offset them though. Like I don't want them all lined up the same. So like this one, I'm going to get his front feet. Something like that. And I like to hold on to them a minute just to help them stick. And then I'm going to actually put something right here. So I don't need to put one there. So I'm just going to put the last 2 here. This is a fun, different way to create a background. I'm going to put that one about right like that. And then my last one, I'll just put her about like that. So they're just kind of scattered, no rhyme or reason. I'm just filling in this panel. And I guess I'll put her about right there. So it's just creating, it's like it's texture and it's a tone on tone. So I'm going to set that aside a minute. Oh, it's sticking to my mat, but that's okay. I'm going to set that aside just for a minute and do a little bit of stamping. So I have taken some of the designer paper, and I've just die cut a circle with a layering circle dies. And then, of course, I have used my favorite dies right now, the Tailored Tags dies. If you don't have these are definitely a must-have. And then I'm going to take, so this is the little reinforcement for that. I'm going to go ahead, these come with the dies as well. I'm going to go ahead and attach this, let that dry a minute. This is Sahara Sand cardstock, and I'm just putting basic white reinforcer on there. Okay, and then I have another strip. This is all from that free paper you can get with Celebration. Then I'm going to take a white panel and stamp my deer, and I'm going to use Sahara Sand ink. Uh-oh. In case you wondered, Charlie's here. I think he sees someone walking down the street. I don't know. Okay, so go ahead and stamp. Oh, you know what? Oh, look, I got a rhinestone on my stamp. Huh. And you can see it right there. So I'm going to just ink this up again. I find those rhinestones everywhere. So this one I just won't use, but hold this upside down again. Whoops, now I have glue all over my paper, so I'm gonna have to, I'll turn it over. I'm gonna go ahead and line this up in my punch. Okay, it's so easy. And I could, so I just punched out white antlers. I'm gonna flip this over before something sticks to it that I don't want to stick on there. Okay, I could do the white antlers. It actually would probably be kind of cute, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna keep going. So now we're just gonna layer this together. And first thing I'm gonna do is just take my paper snips. I'm actually gonna flip this over and just cut off everything that's sticking beyond the edge. Just trim that all up. I'm just following the edge of that panel. Okay, so there you have that. And it's just a cool look. I love this. And you could do it, of course, in any color. I think when Sherry did hers, she used Sahara Sand deers on a Sahara Sand panel. But I kind of like the white. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and attach this plaid strip of paper. Paula, are you able to see anything yet? Okay, I'm just going to put that there. And then I'm going to add my tag. And before I add my tag, I'm going to take a piece of, this is crumb cake twine, baker's twine. It is from this Baker's Twine Essentials pack. I use this all the time. In fact, I have several of them because I go through so much baker's twine. So I'm going to go ahead and just thread this through here. I love these tags for many reasons. You get 3 different sizes. It might even be 4, but you get several different sizes. There are 2 different tops, 2 different designs, and you can layer them, you can use them individually, which of course is what I'm doing, but I love that they cut the hole and there are these reinforcers and that they are stitched. So I think this is a great, not just for Christmas time, but anytime you need a tag, you'll be pulling these out. Okay. All right. Then before I attach this, I'm going to take my circle and just adhere it. Okay, we'll just put that right there like that. Make sure it's straight. All right. And then I'm going to just attach this onto the panel. Aren't these pretty colors? I love Sahara Sand, and I sometimes forget about using it, but it's such a pretty soft color. Okay, so I'll put that on there, and that's just going to be centered on that little plaid strip of DSP. And then to finish this, I'm just going to add some dimensionals to the back of my deer. Whoops, put it on the back of my deer. Oh, thank you, Wendy. I don't know. I guess I've made so many bows that I just sort of do it now without thinking about it. But I also tie a lot of bows for people that come to my class that think they're bow challenged. I'm happy to help them out. So, all right. So there is the front of my card. And then all I did to finish it was just layer it on my thick basic white card base. This is cut 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, and so I'm just going to attach this panel. Hi Terry, how are you? Thanks for joining me today. I agree, I like these, I love this soft color palette. So we'll just put that in place, and I'll give it a second to hold, to stick. And that is card number 2 for today. So tell me what you think. Which one do you prefer? Do you like the more muted one, or do you like the one with the red and green, more traditional color palette? I like them both. I don't think I could choose, but it just shows you the variety that you can get with these products. So I'm gonna put my phone back up here. Whoops. Here I am. So thank you all for joining me today. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm not sure yet about the timing. I might be having a special guest visiting and helping me do my Facebook Live. So I don't know for sure what time that will be. I'm crossing my fingers that I can get this very special guest to come and join me tomorrow. But in the meantime, I appreciate you joining me today. If you want to sign up for the Peaceful Cabin class, and I encourage you to do so. I know if you've never taken any of my classes to go, they're great because not only do you get a photo of you'll get 6 card kits, and to make 6 different projects with that Peaceful Cabin suite. You'll get a PDF that has all the measurements and a video, so you can walk along, you can stamp right along with me as I walk you through the process of putting these cards together. Registration ends tomorrow. I'm going to attach the link when I'm done here today, but don't miss out on that. And thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. And as always, I hope you have time to be creative today. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.